Good morning, everybody. Um, we have these kind of days. We don't ever want them, but we've got them, and it's tough. It's really tough, and I um, kind of having the channel get to kind of spill everything out to everybody. Uh, um, uh, good, good.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? Uh, I'll give you the floor for a minute. I'll actually go up here in a second. Hold on. Get him back in here. Here we go. Our friend Mike lost his mom, and
no.
yeah, this morning.
Hold on, you're gonna hear echo here in just a second.
Gotcha.
All right, go ahead.
He lost a battle, and it's tough, tough. Here comes Dwayne. Uh, yeah, take it over for me, Tim.
So, Michael Peterson lost his mother.
No, that sucks. I lost my dad 4 years ago today too. Fucking Christmas Eve sucks. Know the feeling, Mike, buddy. Yep.
Harris Jessup.
Yeah,
He's got the flu. It's not COVID, and he's getting continually worse by the day. He said all he can do is roll over. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. Mike got in touch with me just a little while ago and told me about his mom. So,
Was she sick, Rob?
she was in hospice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tough,
Yeah.
tough.
Yep. Yeah. Every year you'll get reminded. That's what sucks. It's not like it's in the middle of something where you might forget one year.
Yeah.
Now mine's New Year's Day for my dad. It'll be
Really?
It'll be 20 years.
Wow.
New Year's Day, he passed away.
Yeah. New
Yeah.
Year's Day 2003, and his wake
I'll
or
be
so
back.
his showing was the OSU Miami national title game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we figure that, and it was also the same weekend. Well, that the Browns played the Steelers when they choked in the second half in the playoff game. I figured, well, we knew they weren't going to win because the one miracle was already used up that weekend.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So, oh man, I just played a doozy of a strat game. I'm so happy that my phone got rid of the 45 to 50-minute limit
Uh-huh.
because it went a little over that.
Oh, did it? Extra innings, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not going to spoil who wins, but
Right. How long will that take you to download?
oh wow. Let's see. I don't even know, but thankfully I'm using the I'm about a third done.
Yeah.
So it'll be sometime today. Hopefully it'll be done before it should be done before I have to go to
Well,
church.
if you get streamed for free, Tim, you're able to record that, and then you can stream it live, and it will download like
my
that.
problem is that I get a better recording on my phone than I do on my webcam.
Oh, okay, got you.
Because I think I have a 720p camera on my computer, and I get a 1080 on my.
Gotcha.
So maybe for throughout the year, maybe I'll ask for that, or maybe that'll be next year's Christmas present. Get me a webcam.
Yeah, like I say, if you want to record and still edit, like I say, with StreamYard, then you can you can do like a premiere and download it like you're doing it live, and you can actually
Right.
be in the chat while everybody's watching. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what
have a 1 o'clock
Anthony
game.
did
You believe that?
yesterday.
I don't have a 1
What's
o'clock
that?
game. I don't have a 1 o'clock game here today. You believe that? I don't get a 1
The
o'clock
hell?
game.
You can't get it?
I got 2 4 o'clocks. I get Commanders and somebody then the Dallas game too. I think. Let me go ahead and turn the heat back up.
Let me unpack myself here. Yeah, it's still cold here. We're 4, but thankfully the wind seems to have died down maybe
I
just a
don't know
little
what
bit.
it is
but
here. I haven't been out yet.
I gotta get out at some point.
I got to go over to my cousin's house. It's 10 degrees here.
Yoy.
Feels like -6, it says.
Compared to -30 like it was yesterday. That's a dang heat wave.
Oh, really?
It was really bad. They called off work for us Thursday morning.
Uh-huh.
Friday. So
What kind of temperature you
I'll
got there,
say
Tim?
this way. I haven't heard the wind howling.
I'm at 4 degrees.
You say is the wind howling now, Dwayne, or not no more? Is it still howling there, Dwayne?
No, it's like I say, I'm not saying it's not blown, but it's not blowing hard like it was.
No. Overnight, just early into the night, maybe 12, 1 o'clock, it was. You could still hear it kind of rattling the windows a little
Right.
bit.
Yeah, it's 10
But,
degrees is what it says here.
Oh, let's see.
-6 wind chill.
What you got there, Tim? What kind of temperature you got there?
Like I said, 4 degrees.
4. At 16 here. We get 16. We got you guys beat today.
It'll probably get up another 4 degrees, and then thankfully it's thankfully not snowed, so the road crews should at least have the roads really cleared, or if not, there'll be the typical
And
one lane cleared.
what happened here was crazy. It rained. We got like 2 inches of rain, right? And it stopped about 6:30, 7 o'clock yesterday morning. And then immediately the temperature went like this. By 10 o'clock, it was freezing. 10 o'clock, it was below 32. But the roads had been
That's
traveled.
what worried me yesterday with getting out for work.
The wind and the time and the cars had traveled enough to where all the paved roads are pretty much in pretty good shape here. They're not in too bad a shape because
I was just worried about getting in my car, the doors being froze with the rain freezing.
Yeah, and that's why we got ours on the porch. And I think maybe I might go down to Walmart in a little while, maybe get a roast and stuff. If they're open, I guess they'll be open maybe till 3 or 4 o'clock. I hope so. And maybe get a roast. Yeah, get a roast.
They'll probably be open all day.
They might be. I got a feeling they'll close here about 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something. But anyway, I get a roast and some potatoes and carrots and start it up tonight. Because tell you what, so too often I like to get them in the summertime. And then what happens? Number one, you smell it all night. And number two, it heats the whole house up. Well, I don't care if it heats the whole house up now. Trust me. I don't care if it does. We turned our heat back to 60 overnight. And shit, I turned it back about 12:15. We was going to bed. By 1:15 to 1:30, I'm starting to hear it. Yeah, it's already cutting on. I'm like, good Lord, it don't take long. It don't take long, even for the old house here. This is one from 1962. It's one,
that's what hurts you.
With the bones. Well, it's got the good bones to it and all. If I go downstairs right now, what'll freak you the hell out is it'll show 55 or 60 on my downstairs, on my thermometer downstairs. I can sit down there right now with a long sleeve shirt on and just sit down there. I don't care if it's a 110-degree day or I don't care if it's 5 below zero. I can go down there and I'll be fine, even if I didn't have any heat. It's crazy. It's nuts.
That damn Sean's nuts.
Sean says, Dwayne, can you say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I played Jingle Bells yesterday for him at work. we got a bell that tells the inmates to go inside the cell. So I just kept ringing the fucking bell and playing jingle bells with it. That sounded pretty cool.
Let's see.
Sean
What's
talks about
game
his door
today?
being frozen.
What's game
Sean,
do you think be the most competitive today? How about it, Tim?
I'll tell the story for Sean first. He's
Okay,
talking about
go
his
for
door being frozen. So
Okay.
the front door to my apartment has like little windows on it. Almost all of them were frosted over from the inside
Yeah.
yesterday because
Wow.
the warm air meeting the cold air.
And
Yeah. Best game of the afternoon.
Yeah. All day today. Let's just say all Saturday today.
All day. Okay.
And I get 3 late games. I get the Eagles Cowboys. That's a 4:30 game. I get Commanders 49ers. And I don't get none of the 1 o'clock games, and nothing comes on for me. So there's no double headers today. There's
probably because of the Washington game. That's probably why.
The Washington game's on CBS. Yes.
Yes. There's a thing for like if you have a home team that you might not get a 1 o'clock game or something.
And they are generally my home team, either them or Carolina. If Washington has an off week, Carolina gets thrown on there for me.
I'll give you an underrated one. You got the one that I picked as the highest scoring game on Tuesday, Minnesota and the Giants. I think could be entertaining.
It could be. It could be. It really could be. I'll tell you one. It's right. For you, I guess, for you, it really is the game you want to watch. But man, oh man, for people 1,000 miles away, Saints-Browns game. That could be a game to watch because the Saints are lacking the quarterback position. But they've got all the other 21 positions taken care of pretty well. Well, the Browns have a quarterback, but their problem is he's still a little rusty right now. The Browns should win that game today. But I'll tell you one thing. The Saints have shown heart all year. And look, I know people are going to say, well, NFC South, they don't belong. Nobody in the NFC South belongs in the playoffs. As long as the rules are the way the rules are, somebody down there makes it. So I tell you what, I took your Saints today. I think this could be one of those 1-2 point games. It's crazy, but really, I forgot what
Jacksonville controls their own destiny. If they win out, they win that division.
How about that?
Yeah.
Colts are a mess, and Titans. Well, the Titans today should take care of business against the Texans, but hey, Texans. Look at what the Texans did with the Cowboys. They almost handed them a L. Yeah,
and the Chiefs too.
They may be the best one win team ever. They could be. They could be. They really could be because they've played good teams. Really, really, really is Yeah, and Alex, I'd heard that too. Sean Payton could be making a comeback next year. I've been hearing 2 different teams that he may make AFC. Yeah, I'm hearing the AFC is where he's. I've heard the Raiders or the Broncos, one of those 2 teams, and then obviously we got to see if the Chargers don't make the playoffs. If they don't, then obviously, what's going to happen there? They could be looking for a coach. They got a good young quarterback. They really just need to tighten the screws and the bolts up around their defense and the offensive line, and with Herbert too. Yeah, no doubt. Herbert throws the ball sometime where he shouldn't. But I think that's an up-and-coming team that in the next year or 2 is going to give the Chiefs everything they can handle and more. But right now, really, the Chiefs, when they started the season, they knew they had that division won. I really believe that because the Raiders, I thought the Broncos would do something. I
think a lot of people did.
Oh, man, Nathaniel Hackett, I don't know how in the world, that guy's got to have 2 or 3 lucky rabbit's feet in his pocket because, boy, oh boy.
I don't know how pictures of the owner in compromising positions.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Mike, our condolences to you. you're a brother of the channel, man. You are a huge part of the channel. We went off the air Tuesday night. Keith is a trip. Keith came to me and said, Rob, this is going to be one of our best videos yet. And I said, why? He said, dude, Tim and Mike lit it up tonight. And he said, how about Mike singing? And I said, yeah, Mike. So, and then they were both advertising at the end, saying, you got to watch that second half of the video, because I'll tell you what, Mike was in a happy, joyous mood. So don't forget those times, Mike, right now. You need them, I know.
Yeah.
It don't make it any easier, I know.
And they exchanged gifts.
Yeah,
they exchanged all kinds of stuff. Freaking Sean. Yeah, they exchange all kinds of stuff.
You see that, Tim? Can the inmates exchange gifts? Only Sean would.
Well, I'll trade you this commissary item for this commissary item.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Heck, man, they got PlayStation games, all kinds of stuff.
Good night. And then you said they had tablets now.
Yep.
You said they got tablets now. So
I'm dead serious. They got tablets now. They got, well, it's not PlayStation. They got Xbox. Oh, no, PlayStation 2 is what they got. But yeah. Like I say, I was sitting there the other day listening to them mumbling and talking and sitting there thinking, if I become old and decrepit and my kids move away, before I go into a nursing home, I'd rather get fucking locked up. They're down there with PlayStations, fucking TVs, all kinds of shit. And you go in a nursing home, you get when mom and dad was in the nursing home, like say 4 years ago, he passed away today. He got $77 out of his pension and out of his Social Security, and the rest went to the nursing home. When you're in jail, you get it all. It all goes into your account, and you live large. You're a fucking rich inmate, man, with Social Security and a pension.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
So you can spend it how you
spend
want
it on commissary. You can buy stuff out of catalogs, get sent to you. Oh, hell yeah. Like that. And
Dwayne's
against nursing homes.
Dwayne's looking for
but nothing against nursing homes with being understaffed and all. The medical conditions ain't much better out of nursing home than it is in prison. Yeah, that's like say it's sad to say. I said that years ago when I said I'll wheel him into a freaking bank, have him with a sign on there says he's going to rob the place, and they're like, well, what's going to happen with you? I said, I'm going to have him point a gun at me and make out he fucking made me come in there so I don't get locked up with him. Yeah. And he could have worked in my unit and I could have took care of him in prison. Sad. They got him made. I don't know if you are familiar with Merle Unger. They just left his ass out. He murdered a cop back in 1976.
Oh, I saw you post that up on Facebook. Yeah.
Left
What'd you say,
out.
Tim?
Finish your story, Dwayne. Your story's a little bit better than what I have to say right now.
No, go ahead. That's it. Like say, they left a cop murderer out 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Texans and Titans pushed back to 2:00 because of power outages at the stadium.
Oh, really? Wow.
I saw this on ESPN, and one of the reporters is dressed like Black Panther at the Chiefs game, but he's got a black full mask on and the freaking goggles. Unbelievable.
They got their own catalog, Sean.
How did you become a guard? Sean wants to know, how did you become a guard?
Guard? I wish I was just a guard. Just apply. Yeah, just fill out an application.
All you have to do.
Got to be 21.
You gotta be able to shoot a gun straight, be able to shoot at people. So I'm
back
sure
then you had to. Now you don't.
Sean, if you'd like to be one of the people, they have to be able to shoot at people for once in a while. So if you'd like to go some of that live fire,
want to be target practice.
Right.
I'll make sure any of the bad shots are shooting at you, Sean.
Yeah. that gets you in the Army too. Yeah.
It's the same thing for being a
if you stand
employee,
still, you might have a better shot.
You remember that? You remember how they used to? I don't think they're allowed to do it no more. They used to do the rifle shots, and they used to do them 3 feet above the ground. They was the ones that travel a mile, and they was up under this what they got, like shit where they would slide up under and all. What do you call it? It's kind of like it's wire. It's wire. They'd slide up under and all that. And they'd have to go 300 yards. 300 yards. And those damn rifle shots, they would just all they had was a pivot.
Shooting over your head, you're talking about? Live fire over your head?
Yeah,
Yeah,
live fire.
I think they still do that shoot.
Yeah. Oh, they might.
I
don't know if they're allowed to anymore or not. I was thinking they did some kind of salt shot and shit like that now. So
I don't know that, but yeah, I know. What
I think if it hits you now, it might put you in there.
Yeah.
Might put you in the down and out for a couple weeks.
Like I say, I know my buddy was a Marine. They did that. Shot live fire over your head.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know they used to. Yeah. Do you think Tom Brady retires, or do you think he plays in 23? Sadly, I think he'll play. I don't think he'll play in Tampa, but I think he'll play somewhere else.
Heck yeah.
I would.
He sure ain't going to go out like this.
Nah,
he's going to have 2 or 3 bad years to go out like this.
Yeah, only that he is actually going to find somewhere to play decent. I don't know. They go have to. Somebody's going to have a hell of an offensive line for him though.
Yeah.
Well,
he can't keep one thing about he can't keep throwing the ball 45 times a game. That's a crazy.
It's funny that he ain't aged yet. It's his wife that caused this bad season. It's not because he's 40-something years old. Nobody believes he's old yet. I mean, it could be. He actually might be 40-something years old. People that he's finally starting to be washed up.
What's up, hobbyist? What's going on? What's up?
There was also another big item, a huge news item last night on the ice.
Oh, you talking about 802?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ovechkin passed Gordie Howe.
He passes Gordie Howe for second all time in goal.
I watched the 800 goal live.
Yeah, he got 802.
Yeah, they had a hat trick that night.
Last night he got 2 goals. One of them.
Yeah, had a hat trick.
It's kind of a shame he's had so many open net goals, empty net goals. That's been a lot of his. So.
53, something like that.
I'd like to see how many of Gretzky's goals were empty net goals.
I think he has a shot.
When he had the 50 and 35 games,
stays healthy.
I definitely think he's going to break. That's the only reason he's there now is to break Gretzky's.
It'd be awesome if he stays with the Caps and does it with one team.
Yeah,
that would be that'll as we said with the. I can't see any like McDavid. If he plays the way he does, he could be like for points. I don't think he'll score enough, but I think he like score enough goals. He may score enough points to get, I'd say, top 5.
Yeah. I think he can pass Ovechkin in points, but I don't think he can pass him in goals.
No.
Yeah. Ovechkin just Ovi. If he scores 15 points, generally 13 of them's goals. I mean, he may have 2 assists, something. That's not the way, that was not the way Gretzky was taught. Gretzky said, whoever has the open shot, I get it to him. And if I've got the open shot, I have to put it in the back of the net. That's the way my dad taught me. And so many parents, man. Look, Tiger Woods' dad. He accepted no less than the best. Williams, with those 2 daughters of his, when they were playing tennis, he accepted nothing but the best. And Tom Brady's dad, Brady, he gets credit for it now, but I mean, we didn't hear nothing about it when he went to college. But he said when he would come home some weekends, even his junior season, his dad would have him outside throwing 200 balls in a day. I mean, that shit's. You think about that. Think about that. I know we just hear about the success stories. I know Drew Bledsoe back in the day. He said his dad made him run around the house 10 times for every interception he threw in high school. Made him run around his house. Crazy shit like that.
But look at the post game or the between game routines. We'll change sports here. Nolan Ryan did so that he could pitch for 27 seasons.
Yep.
I mean, that's part of the thing.
He threw between his starts. He didn't soft toss and all that bullshit. He would throw 115, 130 pitches a game. Come back. He would take a day. He said they said the day off, the day after he pitched, he would walk and walk and walk and walk. The day after that, he had a ball in his hand, and he said even back in the day, we're talking about in the 70s. Nobody thought about this crap. He would divide however many pitches he had in a game by 4. So let's say he threw 130 pitches. He was going to go out there and throw, what's that, 30
pitches.
35 pitches, and said nothing. No curveballs, nothing. Nolan Ryan can still throw the ball 80 miles an hour, Sean.
Yes, he can.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
He can.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to remember another thing, too, Rob. They actually pitched back then. They didn't throw the ball as hard as they could every pitch. The announcers used to say he reared back and put a little extra on it. Nowadays, that's every fucking pitch.
Right.
Every pitch they throw as hard as they can until they take him out of the game.
His changeup was in the 80s. Right.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a difference when you try to hit something 101 and then something 83. Yeah.
Especially when he wasn't like, middle of the plate. He threw inside. Oh no, can't do that today.
No. I heard it was 8 Giants players in the Mall of America last night when the shooting went on out there in Minneapolis. Had you heard about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
I did not hear about that.
There was a shooting inside the Mall of America last night, and
that's like the second or third time that's happened, ain't it? Inside that mall.
Yeah, in the last year and a half or so. Yeah. It happened one time during the summer this year, but it's crazy. And then the last time they were there. I mean, somebody was there that Kyle Busch was there. Kyle Busch was there. His wife and his son were together.
With his family, right?
Yeah, they were together. This was before he had his daughter.
I remember
so
that.
It's been a year or two ago. Yep. They were in part of the mall, and then he was outside, and he'd heard that there was shooting going on in the mall. He immediately told them to come outside, and he went and found them. So, Alex, thank you. Alex says hi, Mrs. Rob. I'll tell you, today, if I had the opportunity, I would love to see the Saints Browns game. Doesn't look like I'm going to get to. It looks like it's 2 games coming on late. And I'll probably watch some of that Commanders 49ers game, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get to see any snow until 8 o'clock tonight. I mean, Eagles, Cowboys, you ain't going to see any. Commanders, 49ers, I don't get to see the Patriots. I don't get to see the Titans. I don't get to see the Titans, like you say, they pushed it back. What did you say, hour and a half?
Just an hour, yeah.
Hour to 2 o'clock, yeah. So, the Browns, Chiefs, the Panthers are going to be playing in the cold. I mean, Bob will tell you all about that. Here comes Keith.
The one thing you'll see is they'll probably show everyone, maybe for Sports Center, they'll show the flags on top of the goalposts. And you'll see like all the windy games, and they'll just show. And
then Baltimore's at home. Keith, I guess maybe you'd caught the news by now. Mike's mom passed away this morning.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and then on top of that, if this ain't enough, Harris is still going. He's still worse. He got the how about the boot? This is the boot of everything. He doesn't have COVID. He's got the flu. First week in December, he got the flu shot. So,
which means that he probably could have already had some bug in there, and that just exacerbated it.
It could have been, yep. So,
the flu shot takes several weeks, I think, to kind of build your antibodies.
It could.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to tell people do or do not get it, but he came up straight out and told me. He said, "I just got the damn thing." Is what he told me.
I got mine.
You still got electric showing.
I won't be watching any TV. Wind blew out my cable. Wow.
So you just watching us on your phone, Sean?
Probably.
I guess he could be on his computer. I don't know.
Because the cable and the internet probably go together, so he's probably watching on his phone.
Wow, that's crazy stuff, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
that's good. That's still got electric.
I still got electric. Okay.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, Sean. If you email me or something, and you're like, okay, would like to chat. If you'd like to chat, you can come on here with your phone. You've never done it before. You might as well do it at Christmas time. Or you can really pick on you good.
Dwayne, what does the back of your jacket look like? Does it have the Ravens logo on it or something?
Oh, it's not a jacket. No, it's just a pullover.
Oh, sweater?
And it's
like
just
a
black.
Pullover hoodie. It's like a hoodie type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a hoodie though. It's got a hoodie.
Yeah,
on
no
it?
hoodie though.
Oh, it's almost like a pullover for
No.
golf, like a golf pullover or something. Like, it's keep it from raining on.
Yeah, it's warm.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah. I've got a blanket and then a snuggie type thing, and I've got a long sleeve tee on.
I almost was going to ask you, is that a Phillies? Because I thought they did that's
Indians,
that's a real Indian. That's a real Indian. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you wear the damn thing and wear it with pride. Don't take it down. Yeah.
Well,
just like hey, you
For
got
every
Indians.
song, we got our video band.
and then I got a Chief Wahoo long sleeve tee that's like 2 sizes too big. So my brother bought it for Christmas for me, but I'm like, dude, not so long in the torso that's what the shirt is. So it's like I just kind of wear it around the house.
Sean, I'm not an Eagles fan. I don't know if I told you, but I hate the Eagles. Says Sean said Rob.
We do not hate the Eagles on this channel, at least the PR department.
Oh no, right. PR department. If you're listening to us, you're fine with us.
Merry Christmas.
But I'm not. Yeah, right. Merry Christmas and thank you very much from a few years back.
Plus he's talking about the band.
Well,
I like Eagles. I like it, man. But the football team itself, I'm not a huge fan of them. But when they play the Cowboys, if I'm sitting next to her, I ain't a Cowboys fan. That's for damn sure because she's like EAGLES Eagles. Yeah. So you learn. But hey,
Philly through and through, huh?
But hey, when Washington plays, she hangs by me. She'll be like, How did they screw that up? They just had a 10-point lead. I said, they're Washington. That's how the hell they can screw it up. Yeah. Tim knows that though too well too. How did Cleveland screw it? Any team, if you like them, you know how they blow it.
Oh, trust me. Yep.
I think we
might
might
they blow a 3-1 series lead, or how'd they blow a 2-0 series lead? Yep, that's been the Guardians' MO for their last couple of playoff appearances.
And then the our football team is just 31 years and haven't won a Super Bowl. A lot of people say ownership. Yeah, it's mostly bad drafts. It's got to be bad drafts more than anything. And then hire the idiot coaches. I mean, and look, you go back and watch 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, when we hired this clown. I was optimistic. I said, it might work out. It might work out. I mean, like I say, it's been that sliding board. It's got rocks on it. Have you ever rode one of them kind? Them kind that somebody glued rocks to the slide board, so every time you slide over it kind of rips your pants and stuff. It's been that kind of ride. Eagles fans back in 2009 threw snowballs at Bills fans. Dude, they've thrown them at people their whole time they've ever been in.
Well, they had to delay for a short bit the Buffalo game. Was it last week?
I'll throw the heat back. Throw it on a couple more notches, though, Dar. I had to heat that was 60 when we went to bed. You believe that's 60? I know it's cold. That's why.
I thought I was
so
bad.
Yeah, they had to delay the Bills game a couple weeks ago because people were throwing snowballs on the field.
I liked it when Sam up in Cincinnati. I know you didn't like it, but I thought it was funny when he came out on the field when they was throwing the snowballs. You don't live in Cleveland.
If you were a Browns fan, that all worked out in the end.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
That was about 2 weeks ago was the anniversary of that. It was against the Seahawks.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Like
Dar says hi. She says hello. Merry Christmas.
Morning.
You too, hon.
Yeah.
What you doing this week, Rob?
This
fake field
Johnny
goal.
Lamb.
Warren Larry Harris,
not going anywhere anyway. Plans.
Larry Harris
no.
is in the room.
I'm off this week. Maybe we can get together and do something, play some history maker golf or something.
Oh yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we. Oh, that'd be great if we
Yeah.
could do that online live. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We hadn't done any
Yeah.
golf in a long time.
Yeah, like say I'm off this week.
How do you
I don't
like
go
Nick
back to
Sirianni? Well, I would think most people like Nick Sirianni. That's Eagles fans. Hell, they liked the coach. What's his name? Until he got fired, they liked
Andy
him the whole
Reid.
time. No, Reed was okay, but they really liked the one who brought the Super Bowl.
Peterson, Doug Peterson, yeah.
Doug Peterson, yeah, Peterson. And then when he got fired, people were like, "What? And today, Nick Foles gets to start. Is that today or is that Monday night?
Yes, he's starting for
Monday night. Yeah,
again for the
Colts.
Colts. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting for him now. That's been the longest mystery I've had in the NFL in the last few years. Anyways, why is 32 teams? Why isn't one team saying, "I'll give you a draft pick, I'll take Nick Foles off your hands, and I'll actually do something the rest of you idiots won't do. I'll let him play for me." Yeah, all right, he can screw up just like anybody else can. But damn, I'll tell you what, he has proven that he can win. So.
Yeah. I mean, he can always put up the middle finger with the Super Bowl ring and go,
Right?
"Screw you
Yeah,
guys,
that's
I got a
right.
ring."
That's right. Yeah.
All right.
Or pull the what was the defensive back for Washington back?
Darryl Green.
Yeah, Darryl Green, where the receiver tried to start a fight with him, and he kept pushing him around every play. He finally got tired of it. He pointed up to the scoreboard, and they were up by about 30 points or whatever, and that pissed him off.
Deion Sanders did that in the Super Bowl against the Chargers.
Yeah. Nick Foles is not a starting quarterback. Hey.
No, but he is.
But I'll tell you what,
serviceable.
he's better than a lot of them that are starting. Let's say it that way. How about that? Yeah. How about that one? You got General Mills. You got General Mills down there in Houston. That's 1-1. Okay. Yeah. Maybe Sergeant Foles needs to step in there at least win 2. Something could happen. Yeah. Look at Ryan. Look, Matt Ryan. How many wins has he got for the Colts this year? I got more fingers than he's got, even on one hand, and then he's won. Yeah, damn right. So there's a lot of them. And then Mariota left town. Mariota did not like the fact that he won't go get the start, so he left Atlanta. That's how much he thought of Atlanta. He got the hell out of town. Now I don't know where the hell he moved to, but yeah, a little fiddle playing too on the way out of town.
He played the fiddle while Atlanta burned.
I thought Mills was your boy. Oh, I like Mills. He's kept him in the games 3 or 4 times when they shouldn't have been. But he ain't a starting quarterback in the NFL. If you win 1, you go 1 and whatever, 16 or 17. Yeah. Troy Aikman got by with it his rookie year, but he didn't get by with it his second year. He had to come out and play. So Mills better play next year. But yeah, look at Russell Wilson. He's $18 million man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's 3 $6 million men. We can split him up. We can cut him in pieces, right? This $6 million man, this $6 million man, this $6 million man. And in all forms, all 3 of them suck right now. Yeah. Ukulele transfers to Oregon State from Clemson. Yeah.
So,
ain't that some stuff?
What's the worst weather we got for a football game today? I mean, as far as
boy, doesn't it have
There's
doesn't have to
competition
be-
because there's at least 6 or 7 teams in single digits.
All right. Check out Chicago. Somebody check out Chicago.
They're
He's
talking
got
about that on TV right now. It's 12 degrees, feels like -7 with 22
All right.
mile per hour winds.
Well, Tim's right there in Cleveland. What you said? 12. It's
5
5.
degrees.
5 in Cleveland. It feels like
Probably negative
15 below.
10.
Negative 10.
Wouldn't
Okay.
doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it.
Baltimore. That's right there on the harbor, boys and girls. There's nothing like it. You get that nice sea breeze. if you ain't quite cold enough for you, you get that damn that chill off the damn bay right there.
So right
Dwayne
now
knows-
it is 15 in Baltimore at M&T Bank.
50. I bet it don't even feel like 0 with that wind chill.
Probably not 15 mile an hour winds. Yeah, that's not going to feel good.
It
Where else is Chicago?
Oh, they played in New England. Yeah. He just
Okay,
checked
so that's
Chicago. He just checked Chicago out.
16 at Gillette Stadium.
And okay, and then if you
Um,
want to
twelve mile an hour
one to
winds.
win today, Pittsburgh at 8:15 tonight.
Oh, let's see.
Welcome, Las Vegas Raider fans.
Yeah.
It is right now 6 degrees at
All right, it's
Exeter Stadium.
6 degrees right now at Old Heinz Field, and it
Yep.
is it's noon. It's high noon. You get to play in 8 hours from now, and there's no.
What the Steelers should do is do it with a throwback and put the tarp on the field so the field freezes like they did in that 72 playoffs. That Al Davis got pissed off about the field being frozen. He was out there with picks and stuff trying to get the ice off. The field.
Right now, you could I would pull it now. You got 8 hours of it, and like you say, would you say that it's a robust? What 6 or did you say 5?
6 degrees. Robust 6
Yeah.
degrees.
It's 6 degrees in Pittsburgh right now. I'd pull the top right now. Boy, oh boy. Keith, how does your cat like your weather?
I don't think they like it, but I got the heat on, so.
Oh Lord! As soon as I left that message for you guys, our power went out, but it is back on
darn.
now. Oh, good Lord! Yeah, it's good high noon. So if you're in Pittsburgh right now, folks, any of you folks out there, lucky enough to be in your car, watching on your phone, and you're watching this channel right now, okay? I'll give you the good news. It's warm in your car. Stay in there for a while, because at 8:15 tonight. Because at 8:15 tonight. Let's look at Futurecast. I'm gonna be like the person that can read the future for you.
You are now the ghost of Willard Scott.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, PA, 24-hour forecast.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's 6 and it feels like -15 right now. So don't worry. Don't worry. If you're going to go out and eat, if you go eat at a restaurant, go at 4 o'clock. It's going to be actually wait till 5 or if you wait till 7, it'll be 12 degrees. Just wait till 7 and it'll be a good, nice, healthy 12 degrees to walk into. It's going to feel like -3 at 7 o'clock. But don't worry. It's not. It's that fake cool. It's not the real deal. So you go to your restaurant, eat inside at 7 o'clock, then you go to the game at 8. It's 13 degrees, and there's a 15% chance of snow tonight. Let's see a little snow on top of it. Maybe a little ice. And it actually gets supposed to get up to 15 by the time the game's over with. So how about that one? So right now it's the coldest it's going to be. The temperature's going to be going up for them during the game. Yeah.
Yeah. At halftime, I may just go out to my car and just sweep all the snow off of it.
At halftime of
the Browns game, I might just go outside and just brave the cold and just go out there and sweep my car off, just so that
how much would you say is on your car right now?
If it's 2 to 3 inches, maybe. The worst part was the wind, which is why they didn't want people out and about.
Right. And how about you, Dwayne? Do you have any snow where you're at?
He's froze.
No.
No. Yeah, we didn't get any snow either. We got, like I say, we got that rain that stopped about 7 o'clock yesterday.
We got about an inch or so of snow, and then the rain washed it all away.
You see, we didn't get any snow. Well, it rained about 2 inches.
We got, like I say, about 2 inches.
If
we got all snow, we'd have got a couple feet.
Yeah.
That was a lot of rain.
Yeah. So it rained about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and stopped about 7 o'clock. It was like 38 degrees. And they said, okay, this is the high for the day. That's what the weather channel was saying. It's 7 a.m. It's 37 degrees, and it's as warm as it's getting. It's going to start doing like it's by 10 o'clock. It got below 32. But during that time from 7 to 10, its sun came out. That helped. Number two, the traffic got to drive on top of the roads or whatever and dry the roads out. And the wind helped out. Anything was iced it out. So it helped. So
they salted it so bad around here. The roads are white now. I mean,
they put that old brine on it around here. They use a lot of that. Something was mixed in. Is it cranberries? Something like that. It's some kind of
usually
beets. Yeah, beets. That's what it is. Beets. And they mix it in, and they brine it up. And if you follow too close behind the vehicle, it'll get on your car. So you don't want to get too close behind it because they'll be driving 40 miles an hour around here doing that stuff, laying it out there. Where in Philly, they used to drive 5 miles an hour, and it looked like it watery stuff was going all over the place. But that's the way they wanted it because up there, I mean, I lived through 2 blizzards. And when I say 40-inch plus twice in Philly, dude, I don't ever want to put up with that shit again. 40 inches? You put 40 inches of snow down here in Virginia, we won't move for 2 months. We won't be stuck. We'll have to go out. I'd have to go dig.
The time forecast for Pittsburgh temperature was 13, wind chill like -4, and 13 or something mile per hour winds or something.
Yeah, and right now it's -6. I mean, it's 6 degrees now. It's colder now. Rob, I'm going to bring a bucket of snow in your house. That's fine, Sean. Don't forget, bucket can flip over 2 ways. I can flip it on your head. Do you think Trent Dilfer would be successful at UAB? He might. He can't win a Super Bowl there. He can't luck into that.
The winds are kind of strong in Chicago. What's your prediction for the combined rushing yards for Fields and Allen today?
Boy, that's a good one.
Looks like Allen leads the Bills in rushing yards this year.
Oh yeah, and Travis is like he's got to quit running. He's got to quit running. He's got to quit running. That's Monday night, so they don't play today.
Bills, it's not today.
No, not for the Bills. So they might get a little bit of relief playing in Cincinnati 2 days from now.
Stacey Dales was there, like she was.
I think it's Monday night. I got. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. I done flipped. I'm sorry. The following Monday night's Bills and Bengals. I'm sorry. My fault. Look, this is me, folks. This is week 17. I've already got them
at noon.
I've already got them down for next week. I have
1 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I've already got them for next week already. That's what's happening. So let's see. Oh yeah, Bills and Bears today. Wow. I will say between the two of them, they'll get 160 yards rushing today.
I was thinking about 130.
Okay, I'll say 160, and I'm gonna say this. I'll say Fields outrushes him 2-1, but I'll also say that Allen outpass him 2-1. So they'll win 3-1. I'll say 3-1 pass. Yeah, I'll say
go about 110 yards.
What, running?
Yeah.
Between the two of them, you say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Fields rushes for more than he throws today. That's what I think happens. Samoan Tank, Chicago's called the Windy City, Keith. Oh, he's telling you.
I'm calling bullshit on that. It is windier in Cleveland than it is in Chicago.
My
And
house is the
scientifically
windy
proven.
house. Oh Lord, John Wise. My house is the windy house after I have had beans and onion dip. Noses beware.
Beware.
Noses beware. 40 inches would be in a state of emergency. You right, Sean.
40 inches anywhere would be a state of emergency.
But let me also tell you, we live just on the outskirts of Philly. We got 40 inches of snow that stopped about 8, 9 at night. The next morning, they had cleaned the road right there next to the car. Now, of course,
Eric Banks has got some information for us.
I scared the living crap out of my cats that were on my bed. That's pretty cool. Big Eric Banks. Eric needs to come on the channel here. He obviously knows some stuff. He can teach us some stuff, especially Keith with 2 cats. But we had between 40 and 44 inches of snow, and they cleared it off. So all you could see was a little bit of the car pushing up the snow higher. So what did I do? I had to go out there with a plastic shovel and just make sure I got to where the front of the bumper and the back of the bumper was. Kids was riding by on sleds. I said, "Hey, I tell you what, was it 4 y'all?" I said, "If y'all can get me dug out of here, I'll give you 5 minutes." I said, "I'll give you 10 minutes. If you can dig me out of here in 10 minutes, I'll give you $20. I said, "I'm gonna hand him the money. Y'all can fight over it any kind of way you want to. Well, I'll give each one of you 5." They came out there with shovels. Man, them dudes was just digging away, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I'm sitting there watching. I'm thinking to myself, I'm so glad I ain't here digging damn snow right now. Soon as they got it dug out to where I could get in the car, they said, "Sir, do you want to go anywhere?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'd love to." He said, "We'll push you out into the road." And I said, "Okay, just don't." I said, "Just I'll let the window down far enough. You let me know when they to the street." I give them $20. I said, "No fight." And they said, "No, sir." He said, "If it snows anymore, you want me to come back by here?" I said, "Yeah, definitely." And so them kids, they smelled money. I was like, "Damn right." I said, "Y'all keep walking around." I said, "You keep walking around the neighborhood. You can own the neighborhood." And they came back by. This ain't no lie. They came back by the bar later that evening. And they weren't supposed to come in there, but they would come in there because you could get bags of chips in there for like 50 cents. And they said, "We want 4 sodas and 4 bags of chips." And when they said that shit, I said, "I got it." And they came in there, and one guy patted me on the shoulder. He said, "Thanks, bud." I said, "Ain't no problem." And I said, "Y'all just keep them shovels hard at work." I said, "Because we getting more snow, I'll hire you again." And damn right, man. I'm telling you, $20. They got me. I wouldn't have got out in an hour by myself. They had me out in 10 minutes, and they were out here patting the snow off my car. I said, "That's all right. Don't worry about all that." And they said, "Oh, you get in trouble." I said, "Okay, do what you want to." They said, "Are you gonna park your car back right here?" I said, "I plan on it." They said, We'll make space for you too." So they put the damn snow on the damn sidewalks. They didn't give a shit. I said, "All right, good deal." So they got it all out of my way, I was like, "Yeah, that was real cool." So that's what kids, if you are under 18 right now, you don't have ice where you live, but you got snow where you live. Grab 2 shovels. Grab a friend. Go walk around the neighborhood and see how many people will hire you to say, "Okay, would you clear my driveway off?" It'll be a lot more than you think, because there's a lot of people, man.
Especially if your neighbors are elderly.
Right. Hell, once they're 40 years old, they don't need to be out there doing that shit. So you got that. Damn right. You got to tell I used to have. I still got a couple of them. The more wide snow shovels is about like this, and you can just start right at their house and just go push it and go all the way past the driveway into the road onto the other side of the road and just get about 5 swipes, be done. Be like, "Okay, you cleaned my driveway already?" I said, "Yes, sir." You want to look out there? And sometimes I'd bring some salt with me, put it in a bucket, and throw it out there too. And I said, "Yep, I put a little salt on it." "Oh, thanks." $20 bill. You've been out there 2 minutes out there doing that shit. If it's at especially cold as it
It's
is.
like fluffy
It's
stuff,
like
yeah.
sand. Yeah, old sandy stuff. Yeah. You don't want it to fall when it's 31, 32 degrees. It feels
No,
like,
it's wet and heavy.
oh, good God. No, you can't push that much snow. Now, but yeah, I remember always doing that stuff. And then, hell, when we was kids, I living up here at my mom, dad's house, and be like, okay, Mom, you need anything at the store? What y'all going out for? What are you going out for? Raise hell. So I'll be like, okay, we ain't gonna start that. We'd go around the neighborhood. Y'all need anything? Yeah, I can use a gallon of milk. Okay. They'd be like, here's $5 bill. All right, good enough. We'll bring you change back. Go to three or four other houses. Yeah, I can use a loaf of bread. All right, that's good enough. We'll write that down. Then you go to your parents after that. Would you like anything at the store? You don't need you go to the store. All we got to now, because the one next door wants milk and the one across the street wants bread. Oh, okay. So y'all gonna do that, huh? So we already had the hook on where we knew we could go to the store. So we'd have a sled ready to go, and she'd be like, "Okay, I can use this or that." We'd bring a couple of buckets with us and all this, and we'd tie them up to the sled, walk with the sled, come on back home, and it never would fail. Like, okay, one of them would want a loaf of bread and milk. And be like, okay, you give them a receipt and be, I don't know, $4.75. Oh, here's an extra $5 for you, whatever. Hell, we wanted to do it in the first place. We didn't give a shit. Well, we go around the damn neighborhood and make $20, bring back stuff that they wanted, and hell, we was happy as everything. We got to walk all the way to the street, all the way up the road. We just was hoping they wouldn't scrape a road. That way we'd have to go in people's yards and shit, because if they didn't scrape a road, we had from the store, hell, it was a straight down hill there for a quarter mile anyway. We could just ride the hell out of that thing coming back. Going there now, we didn't like it too much. You know, we had to climb somewhere. But coming home, it was almost a straight downhill shot, so we could get going there. So anytime we was in there looking for candy, we'd be like, we gotta hurry. Why? Because we don't want to scraper to get that. If he's coming, we want to get in front of him so we get the hell on down the road. We could go on and go. So,
oh, Rob, you guys were before Instacart.
Oh yeah, man. Are you kidding, Harris? You guys shit on me, brother. Harris, you I've delivered more milk than you have ever delivered, Harris. I delivered alcohol. No, I ain't done that. That was funny that night. That was funny. Was you online, Tim, when he did that shit?
I don't think so.
He had a fifth of alcohol. He had a fifth of liquor. And I'm like, how do you do this? But he showed it. He had it on there. But of course, in the background, we were talking. He said, yeah, that's just a bunch of my crazy friends right there. And we said, he went in this little neighborhood, gated community. And somebody piped up on there. I don't forget, it was Mike or me. One of us said, are you drunk, sir? Are you drunk? He said, no, I ain't drunk. He said, no, I'm just waiting for my alcohol. And it was a bottle of vodka. And he'd already paid for it. And yeah, so he had paid for it. And then Harris goes, picks it up. And then he has to look at his ID. And then once he gets his ID, before he can give that bottle, he has to look at his eyes to see if he thinks he's drunk. Yeah. So if he see it, he could get in trouble legally. So I'd be like, oh, hell no. Ain't no way, brother. Ain't no way. Can you imagine just picture this. Can you imagine if this dude is 6'8", right? Weighs 300 pounds, a lineman for Washington, right? All right. Yes, you get my alcohol for me. Are you thinking for a second I'm going to say that alcohol is not for you? That's for me to take to somebody else? Hell no. You can have it, sir. It's yours, and you can do whatever you want to with it. That is crazy. Now, what are we eating, Keith?
Oh, leftover cheese fries from last night.
Look like it's stuck together.
They're cold.
You gotta heat them up? You ain't going to heat them up?
Exactly.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Cold taters.
You like them like that, Dwayne?
Hell no,
No.
I don't like cold
You
tater.
gotta put them in the oven. You gotta put the damn things in the oven for like 15 minutes, like double the time.
All right, I'll make you happy.
Yeah, the
Lord,
last
Keith,
one.
what you
last,
want?
the last
Don't
one he
let peer
ate.
pressure get to you.
Did what?
Huh?
So do what you want, Keith. It's your
Oh,
food.
heat them up. I'm scared you go die, brother. Ooh.
Eating a cold tater.
I can eat a cold slice of pizza. I can eat a cold slice
And
of
yeah, I
pizza,
don't like that either.
but I'd rather put two in the oven and eat one cold. That way, by the time I eat the cold one, I'm like, okay, something's better coming than this. Because
Yeah. I like hot food hot, cold food cold.
he probably eat that third French fry and went, ooh, this is nasty, Rob. He didn't say it, but he probably went that way and be like, you know what? I think I want to heat these damn things up.
Mm.
Rob and Dwayne have something now. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off here and get me something to eat too.
I think I might too. I might even ride to town and go do something. Just I hadn't cranked the car up yet. I wouldn't mind cranking it up today because I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
you go 2 or 3 days to not crank it up in this kind of weather, it won't crank sometimes. So yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
So I wanted.
Well, you guys
yeah,
have a Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you before tomorrow, man.
All right, now I tell you what, email me, and we'll try to line up a time between Monday and Friday for us to maybe get a golf match. How many of the courses have you got?
Sure, I don't know, Rob. I had a good many of them I downloaded, and I haven't played History Maker Golf, and I can't tell you how long.
I
yeah,
thought
I'll have to
you
look.
don't have Inside the Cup then. You don't have Inside the Cup.
Not yet. I got to order that, Rob. Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right,
I
we
might
can
order
play-
that
we
this
can play-
week. See what happens.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sean says.
Alrighty, guys. You have a Merry Christmas,
right.
man.
All right,
Merry
Dwayne. We'll
Christmas,
try to get
Dwayne.
you up. All right, Merry Christmas. Yep, it's 12:30 p.m. here. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go find me something to eat. Keith's over there heating up his fries, and then I may try to have Alan Shaw on here too. Alan's a trip I like to have. It doesn't feel like Christmas without Santa Bob. We'll try to get Santa Bob on here too later too. But I'm gonna try. I may try to get back on before the games, afternoon games come on. Because hey, it's 12:30 here too. Says John. Yeah, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock's our football game. So all these other guys are watching 1 o'clock games. I don't get one. So I may come back on about 2 o'clock. See if we can get Alan on. Ask him how does Santa Claus. Ask him how does Santa Claus treat him over there. I ain't gonna ask him. And I'm not going to ask him to groom Santa Claus. No. Don't even ask that question. Don't even ask that question on my channel no more. Ever since Keith and his grooming question was about how do you said something about
Soccer players.
oh yeah, soccer player.
Women
Yeah,
soccer
said
players, yeah.
oh yeah, he said, oh no, you can't say that. What? No, yeah. The last guy I heard about that got 30 years. I'm like, oh my God. Got to Sandusky. Oh my God. It's crazy.
It must be a little
stuff.
warmer along the lake. So they're saying it's 9 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so it feels like minus 15.
So is windy there where you're at, Tim?
Well,
Is-
they're
is-
also on the lake. It's warmer near the lake because the lake hasn't froze yet.
Or is it do you think it's 30-mile-an-hour winds where you live right now? Or you don't think it's quite that bad?
I don't think it'll gust to that much. So I don't know if it's that bad.
Here right now, I don't even think it's 10 mile an hour.
It might not be.
Five to 10. The trees are just doing like this a little bit with us. That's all.
Yeah.
They're not doing this, that kind of stuff. The wind's not blowing too bad, but it's just cold as everything. 20 here now. 20.
Oh, heat wave.
Have we got Keith beat? Probably not. They probably done warmed up a little bit. It's probably
I don't
20.
know what it is here. I haven't looked at today.
It's on my computer right here. It says 20 and sunny.
32.
32. Wow. 32. Another
Mine
degree.
at 37.
Oh, okay. We ain't getting that.
Yeah, people at the Browns team have to wipe off their seats.
Feels like
to
25.
put in them.
8 degrees.
Larry Harris says, I
Real
just
Carl
came
Willis.
in. It is cold. 20-mile-an-hour wind where Larry's at. And he
Yeah,
lives
he's
with
south of where
what's
I
he
am.
live? Yeah, he's about an hour away from you, isn't he, Tim?
Yep,
Yeah,
just about. Yeah,
yeah. So where Tim's at probably is 20-mile-an-hour wind anyway.
probably. Yeah, like I said, I got the blinds closed. I usually do, so
Yeah,
you can't look them enough. So
right. So that's going to be my plan. I want to see if we can get Alan on here, Mary Santa Bob on here too. So we're going to try to get both of them on this afternoon as well. I know your dad is probably wrapped up like pigs in a blanket, says Sean. Yeah. I'm sure my dad is. He's got one of those little heaters right in front of him, though. His feet is about a foot away from that damn thing. P-Jet, 15 in Elkton with a real feel of -1. Yeah.
yep.
So, if we get Pops down here, I'll get him. I'll roll him in here, and we'll let him say Merry Christmas to you guys. He enjoys it. He likes coming on here. He can't hear anybody, so if somebody asks me something, it don't matter how loud you are, I always have to say, "Hey, Pops, they're asking this," and then he can kind of get it. But yeah, he lost his hearing aids. I don't know how the man loses hearing aids. Oh, my mom lost them for him. I don't know. But he can see like a hawk. One eye, he can see like a hawk. Better than I can.
For some reason, the Vikings are wearing their road unis today at home.
Oh, are they? They wearing the
They get
purple?
the-
Looks like it's a whiteout. Or
Oh, okay.
looked like the fans were wearing white too, so it must be like.
It's a white uniform. That's a wool. That used to be 30, 40 years ago. Every home team wore their home whites. That's just the way it was.
Oh, Alan Shaw's here.
Oh, Alan says, send me a link. You got yourself a deal. All right. We were just about thinking about leaving. We can't now. Santa Shaw is here.
At 5:30 in the afternoon.
It is.
In the
If
UK.
you guys have not heard the unfortunate news, Michael Peterson's mom passed away this morning. Mike's unsure about what he's got going on. I invited him on. He said, I'm not sure I'm not sure how I can hang, Rob. So I said, that's fine. That is fine. He said, do notify our friends. So I said, okay.
You know, the incarnate word will send you a link, says Larry.
Yeah. If you know the incarnate word, the incarnate password. The incarnate password. How about that? The incarnate password.
AKA Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, yeah.
Why is he speaking rhymes a lot?
Do what?
Does he speak in rhymes a lot?
No.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Dr. Seuss? Or you talking about Alan?
Sean's calling him Dr. Seuss, but Alan doesn't talk in rhymes a lot.
All right. Bonus points if you know Dr. Seuss is the author's real first name.
Dr. Seuss's real first name.
Yes.
I've heard it before. I don't remember.
George.
It's not even a common first name.
Oh, okay. Here comes Word.
I gave you a cartoon.
What's
Hey.
up? Alan might know it. Alan.
Well,
What? P-Jet says Theodore.
That is correct.
Theodore
That's Dr.
Seuss.
Seuss's-
Teddy
Theodore
Seuss.
Geisel is Dr. Seuss's real name.
Teddy Seuss. All right, I'll be right back. I got to get a piece of cake while I'm sitting here talking. What's up, Word? Tell us how Christmas is coming along.
that's coming.
Yeah. Are you? I'm guessing
I don't know how
you're
long
probably
it's gonna
warmer than we are over in the States.
Yes, I was watching a bit of the was it the Tuesday night show, and it sounded a bit bloody cold up in New York.
Alan, they called us off of work in Cleveland for Friday.
Yeah.
It was -4 with at least Fahrenheit. with negative 40 well, technically negative 40 is the same in Fahrenheit and Celsius. Wind chill.
So,
It's
Alan,
7.
what are you going to leave out for Santa tonight?
Oh, mince pie,
Mince
Mince
pie?
pie.
Mince pie. Okay.
orange juice, carrot for Rodolph.
Okay.
Carrot for Rudolph.
Yeah, I've only got half an hour. Oh well, I've only got 25 minutes, guys. So
Okay.
7
What's
degrees it is here.
What's happening? What's happening at 6 o'clock?
Bengals.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
And I've got to
So
be social
Alan
because
gets a 1 o'clock game, but Rob doesn't.
that's some shit. If I fly my ass to England, I can go watch the Ravens play 400 miles away.
I'll get yourself a VPN, and I do that with my football. I can't watch the Sheffield
That's
Wednesday
right,
games in
yeah.
England. So I go to Germany every time Wednesday play on VPN, and I can see I watch the game.
How's Joe doing?
She's fine. She's fine. She's downstairs with the kiddies.
Your family?
Yeah, they're both here for the Christmas.
That's good. They know Dad's online.
Yeah. I've told them I'm coming up for 25 minutes. So
Now, will they watch?
Oh, dear.
Will they watch the Bengals with you?
Oh well, Jo will. She loves American football. That's how we
okay.
met. That's how we met.
Oh, that's how you met.
Yeah, I was an American football official over here, and she joined my crew.
Oh.
She was an official too.
Yeah, she was my head linesman.
Oh, really?
Although I can't call her that now because that would be. Although actually, she was fucking mad if somebody says if I said to somebody she were my head linesman and they went, "Don't you mean head lines person?" She would go absolutely mad because she said, "I am a head linesman. That's what my job was."
Yep. Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's how we met.
And both of you like football better than baseball, even in his.
She never really was into baseball.
Really?
Hockey was more of a sport that she liked, and basketball. She liked to go and watch basketball.
Now, did you ever go to any NHL games over here?
No, I wouldn't go because I used to watch it on a little bit on TV, and it was just too fast.
Yeah.
That's a game. I think there's two or three games that I think if you go to it live, it's better than going to it.
Yes.
It's better than watching it on TV.
You need to move to the European size rink. It's a far better game.
Oh yeah, larger rink. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it some extent. If you like a physical game, if you like for them to fight, shit, keep them in a small rink.
Oh, no, they can fight just as well on a bigger rink. I can tell you that.
Is it good to sit behind a goal at a hockey game live? I mean, can you to see like?
Well,
it's netted up now, so.
The problem is that if you sit too close,
you can't tell. All right, it's kind of think about it this way.
You want to be up higher, I would think.
Yeah, but
Yes.
still, let's say you set up high at a football game, and you're behind one of the goalposts. And the goalpost ain't in your way because the damn thing's only this big around. But your trajectory or whatever, you can't tell when they're at the 40 and 30 and the 20 and the 10. Same way with when they're going down the ice. You can tell when they cross the blue line because their foot going across the line, but after that, you can't really tell how close they are to the net.
Yeah.
That kind of shit. I like it. I like being somewhere between the two blue lines up pretty high.
We used to sit when we went to Sheffield. We'd sit between the blue line and the goal line.
Yeah.
And again, we'd be in the second tier.
You can still be all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Too
between
close, if you're close to the front, you can't see anything.
now. And I'll never forget the first time my dad ever took me to a car race. I was thinking, these dumb son of a bitches. Let's five. This place is half full. In the first 5 rows, and ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Dad, we could sit right here. We could sit right here at the track. You learn fast, boys and girls. You sit down on that first row or two. Every time they come around the turn, rubber's coming off the tire, popping you upside the damn head. Hot as all hell. And then, okay, as soon as they go by, they're out of sight. And you can't see nothing until they zoom by it real quick again. You want to sit up higher. That's something.
The other advantage of sitting higher up for a hockey game is you can see the play develop.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, I did sit like 5 or 10 rows from the goal line after a Blue Jackets game. I had a nice day at the craps table, and I took my buddy Scott to one. And the problem is I couldn't see the other end of the ice, whether they would score or not. However, there was a beautiful goal where they came attacking right in front of me, and they scored it.
Right.
Makes it absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of like going to a basketball game. Same difference.
Yeah.
And you're behind the goal. You're behind the net. And you can tell when it goes in because it's clear backboard. But still, when they go the other way, a soccer match, any of that, you're a whole lot better off if you're kind of on the side somewhere. Doesn't really matter. It's like a football game. You could be at the 10 or 15-yard line. You still can see better with an angle than you could from behind the goal. So,
right, yeah.
But trust me, if somebody wants to go bad enough to a college game or a pro game, they'll sit back here and they don't give a shit. So that's just what happened. I'm mad at Keith for some reason, says Sean. Okay.
He does that sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't say why. He just says I'm mad for some.
I think because he's
some
having
reason.
strong feelings for Alan right now. I think is what it is.
He hasn't been called by his nickname today.
He's wanting to give Alan a hug. I think is what it is.
Would you say word?
Horace.
See, he misses that. Yeah.
That's probably
Happy holidays to Horace. The feelings and greetings of happy holidays.
He got stuck next to a column at Madison Square Garden and could only see half the ice.
Yeah. Now, the other one was Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. They had the smallest concourses of any arena.
Really?
I'm happy they got rid of it.
Now,
oh, my God.
I got a video thrown up on my YouTube the other day. I have not seen it yet. And it says St. Louis Blues. So they must have posted it. It said something about announcing a game at the Saddle Dome. I think the Saddle Dome was in Calgary.
Still is.
Yeah. You walk a plank, brother. You walk a plank, it looks like 100 yards. It looks like 100 feet long. And you're actually almost hanging above the damn ice watching it.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch that video. So it's if you want to see it, it's St. Louis Blues posted it, the hockey team. But it says announce booth for the Saddle Dome. I'm gonna watch it because it looks like. Have you ever seen one of those swinging bridges that you go from mountain to mountain and hit the bridge? That's what it looks like. It looks like you're walking on one of them damn things above the crowd, and then you go way out. I'm like, damn, bro, that's wow.
Well, the old was it the Maple Leaf Gardens or wherever the old Toronto Arena had what was called the gondola, which is where Foster Hewitt would do the announcing for Hockey Night in Canada.
Off the top rails of the roof up there. Yeah, it was on the roof there. Yeah, it was crazy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And half of them, it's not like it's built in like where they're right above the seats like they do for current arenas.
No, it's not a booth. It wasn't a booth. All it was they had headsets hooked on, and they went across the ceiling and went back to a damn place where they could get. Yeah. And all it was 3 seats. And they would have a seat open for, well, we got a guest here tonight. He played back in the 1983. Rod Langway. Come on out here, Rod. and he would sit there beside between them or whatever. Yeah, that was some. Yeah, I remember that. And they'd say it takes them a while to get here. Yeah, I think it would. It's like walking a tightrope out there to get to the damn place.
Well, I mean, they got to climb up what 3 floors to get to Madison Square Garden for the hockey arena.
3 or 4. Yes, 3 or 4. It's either a 3rd floor or 4th floor of an elevator. Yeah, it's elevators too. They got elevators in there now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I treated myself to an early Christmas present this week, guys.
All right, let's see what words got. All right, that's just paper, so we can't read that. So,
Second season football, 1990 season.
oh, okay. You printed it out yourself, or
Yeah.
And you go try to play some this week, or you gonna?
No. That's going to go with my 2021 Green Bay Packers replay. I'm going to do a Boomer Esiason replay.
Oh, now do you go back to work? Do you go back to work Tuesday or Monday?
I'm sat at my desk right now.
What day do you go back to work? I say
I
What day?
start work on a Wednesday.
Wednesday. All
That was
right.
the Giants Bills Super Bowl year, wasn't it? The wide right. Year?
1990. No, yeah. That was Norwood, right? Scott Norwood.
Yep.
Was it Norwood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Scott Norwood, right?
It was almost perfect the whole year. He was kicked
Was that
everything.
Was that not 92?
That was 90. 92. 92 was
If you were doing a
see,
Boomer
not-
replay, I think you'd want 88.
92 season was the Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
It would-
92.
92, 91,
92 Super Bowl.
91, 92, when the Super
91
Bowl was in
The 17
92.
Super Bowl.
The 91 92 was Washington, right? Washington won
Yes.
it with Rippon.
Over
Mark
yeah,
Rippon.
yeah.
the 91 season, but 92
Yeah,
season was,
Right. Yep.
For Boomer's replay, I thought you wanted to do the 1988 season, the Bengals
You can't get
49ers
it.
Super Bowl.
You can't get it.
Can't get that one. Can't get that one.
Oh, okay.
What I really would like to do is to get every season that he played and do a career.
You like
There'd be-
Boomer a lot?
although there was
Especially,
the one.
especially that last season at New York, and it doesn't like that one.
Well, no. The one you want to get was when he threw for 500 yards as a Cardinal in a game.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had one game he threw for 500 yards as a Cardinal.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about his New York Jets days?
yeah.
He didn't have very. I mean, he wasn't 500 playing for him, was he? No.
1990, you could do a Bo Jackson replay.
Nah, he's a
Yeah.
bloody Raider, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ritter.
No,
He's
that's
a
right.
Ritter.
Well, it'd only be a half season anyway because they're
That's
you
true.
can
Yeah,
put
he
game
played
six.
baseball. Yeah,
so
that was his last year though in football.
well. Yeah, he still played a couple of years for baseball after that, but
Yeah.
not.
So, hey, incarnate word. What's your
Yeah.
temperature over there?
7.
7.
7
Okay.
plus.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is
Yeah.
about 14, 40,
I don't know. We'll tell
about
you.
46, 45, 46.
7
Is there a
degrees
playoff game in that division
Celsius.
this weekend, Tim or Alan?
What's
What's
that?
that?
Is there a playoff game in that division of college football this weekend? North Dakota State.
No, it's January. Isn't
No,
it?
it's the
No.
8th is the title
They,
game.
they play the day or two before the national championship game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
44.6. So you've
Well,
got
about
us.
0.6
You got us.
out.
Yeah. So 44.6 for you. 20 here. Keith has got,
It was
Fine.
like 32 here.
32.
and Tim, where he's at is what? 5
Five.
degrees
5
Fahrenheit,
degrees.
not Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. It
Oh,
is
we're up
cold.
to 33 now.
Yeah. You guys
So you're,
begin.
so you're at
you
0
guys
or
begin-
1 Celsius there. That's
It'll
an
be
easy
cut-
one to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be coming across your pond to you.
Yeah, about 3-4 weeks.
I need to
That
heat my
damn,
elbow up.
that damn wind was terrible, bro. Whew. It was
By the
terrible.
way, PJ, I was eating the rest of my cheese fries from last night. You get asked if I was having a bunch.
Have you already heated them up, or you got them in the
I
oven?
already ate them.
Oh, I
Heated
thought
them
you.
up, ate them, and everything
I thought you had. Oh, you put them in the microwave.
for a minute.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
We need to chip in and get PJ a little bit of coin so he can make you a Jabroni Network banner to hang up behind you there.
Put it up, yeah, but she wouldn't want me to go put that over
On
her
the
bookshelf.
bookshelf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wouldn't
no.
go over. I wouldn't
Hey.
go over too well,
Who wears the trousers in your house, Rob?
brother. I wear
I
the
went in there and
trousers.
he had his whiteys on when I got there.
Listen. One word from me, and she does exactly what she wants.
She does that already, bro.
Yeah.
One word.
Yeah,
That's why your
Word.
word today. One word.
yeah, incarnate word. Yeah,
That's the only word.
Yeah.
Word is the word.
we and the thing of it is, if are you kidding? If Keith said somebody sent me something and said Jabroni Network, it would fit right here. I would be like, okay, dog, we can't do that, and she would be like, but Rob, if we do this and we do this and we do this, we might could get it to fit in there. She would be the one that would be trying to find a way to do it, not me. I'd be like, they're your books. We don't want to cover your books up. Oh, but somebody sent this to
Well,
you.
got
We got to
little
do.
figurines and stuff there too.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of those. I don't want to knock those down. Little angels. She collects angels.
So,
That's
Alan,
what-
is all your tile work done?
Yeah, kitchen's finished. Bathroom's finished.
Okay.
Nice.
And what was your final tally?
Oh,
Like
it's not finished.
40,000 pounds or something?
We've got the plastering for the bathroom and for the hallway and the back bedroom to do yet.
Oh,
It'll cost that bit of the bathroom and the bedroom will cost us about 12,000 by the time we've finished.
Yeah, 14,000, 18,000 pounds or something like
And
that.
then then we had the kitchen, which was just over 20.
Jeez.
Alan must be about to put his house on the market and move back.
Yeah,
to
Alan's looking to sell so he can move back over here and move back
Get
to
away
you.
from the little shits that live around here.
He says sometimes they come knocking on his door in the middle of the
Oh,
night.
man.
Oh, no, you don't do that bullshit around here. You try that shit around here. You get
Yeah.
who knows what a bat?
We
There's bat-
yeah.
I got bats in almost every room.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got one, but
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, you can't do that over here.
Well, you ain't supposed to do it over here.
Well,
You
somebody
can't do-
away.
That
couple
you
of
can't-
weeks back, somebody put something on one of my windows again, so I'd had enough. So
See?
I actually reported it to the police.
See, that's a difference over that, brother.
So they came
Word over there says you can't do that over here.
yeah.
You're not supposed to do it over here. But
Well-
it's like burying the victim. You know, as long as you get them buried and in the ground before they catch you, you all right.
I actually reported it to the police, and I said to them, "You want to catch him before I do." And the cop said to me, "Why?" I said, "Because I will take my baseball bat to him if I catch him."
There you go. There
And
you
he said-
go.
He said, "Oh, you don't want to be thinking things like that." I said, "Well, it's a question of which one gets him first."
Now, when the cops come to your house, do they have like helmets on, like motorcycle helmets? Or how about the ones with the brooms like that? The ones like that, do they come to your house? The ones that look like guards at the
Those are only
at the
for
guys-
ceremonial purposes only. I
Yeah,
think.
but I like those dudes. They're pretty good. So y'all don't have
Well, I
no-
think I'm going to get going here. We're pretty close to game time.
All right,
All
Tim,
right.
have a good one. So we're gonna leave in a couple minutes.
Yeah. well,
How about
maybe-
horses? Do you guys have guys that ride horses?
Yeah, we do have police horses, but not
yeah,
around
over,
here.
but
These buggers are
only,
eating.
only in London. Only in London.
Yeah, they catch them and eat them. This a lot around here. They think it was dinner.
Catch them and eat them. What, the horses? Eat the horses? What
think
the
it was dinner.
hell?
If they can get their knuckles off the floor that they're dragging along, you. So anyway, yesterday I'm working and I get the telephone call and it was from the what are they called? Let's have a look. Ever so funny. Nottinghamshire Victim Support. Phone me up.
Whoa. Now, hold on now. So Nottinghamshire Victim
Victim
Support
Support.
calls
Phone me
you
up.
yesterday.
Are
And then,
you okay, Mr. Shaw? Is everything all right? You're not worrying about what's happened there? He said, no. I said, if I catch them, I'll kill the little bleeders.
Oh, they called you after you called the cops.
Yeah, they called me about 3 days later.
Oh no, shit! Really? Oh,
Have you got the stuff off your window yet? I said no, because I said because it's too cold, and it's still frozen on.
Is it painted?
It looks like it's glue, but it's with it being a bit warmer. I actually went out and I sort of scraped a bit with my nail, and it's coming off, so it will come off. But
It's no sense in that.
But round here, I've put cameras up because my house goes straight onto the street.
Yeah.
It's not like in the States, oh, look, there's a camera, we might catch something. Over here, it's, oh, look, it's the camera. You might be watching kids walking by, It's totally stupid. But the good thing is that the land outside the front where my window is my land. It's just the public can walk on it. So I just said to the police, I'm putting the camera up.
Yeah.
And she said, well, if it's public land. I said, no, it isn't. It's my land. I've got the deeds to the land, and it shows me that piece of land is mine. I said, I'm putting the camera up, and that's it. So I'm putting one up. And if they come and tell me to take off, they can. Because I've got a piece of paper that shows that it's my land. And if they don't like it, I'll build a frigging wall on it and then see what the public can do.
Right. You gonna be home tomorrow for Christmas?
Yes.
All right. We'll invite you. We'll send an invite. I don't know what time we'll get on, but I'll try to get on by this time tomorrow, maybe even before, and see how your Christmas is. Maybe try to get
the Packers tomorrow.
What time's the Packers play?
6 o'clock kickoff.
6 o'clock. Oh, okay. I'll try to catch you before that.
Alan, have you played more of the second season college, fictional college?
My 7th bowl game went up yesterday, and I'm halfway through the 8th one.
Okay.
And then it'll be picking the 2 teams in the national championship.
Okay.
So if you want to be involved in that, we can get together and I can give you all the details and we can work out who the 2 teams are going to be.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Do you want some of the people in comments to also?
Anybody who wants to, it's just I know who I think it should be.
Okay. So don't right. Let everybody do their votes, and then after that, if you want to have the majority, you take a majority vote or whatever, and then that's why I do.
What I'll do is I'll just prepare a sheet with all the scores and the rankings of them, and then discuss it and decide.
I may go back and watch some of them to make sure one of them's got maybe better defense, offense, whatever.
I mean, obviously, the one I'm playing at the moment, I think, is like 15 against 16, so they're not going to be in it,
right?
Because they're not high enough up. If it were like 1 against 16 and 16 beat 1, you might think, well, they beat them. They deserve
There's a chance, but being they're that far back, they're not even in the top 10. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
but then that's not for me to decide, is it?
Well, it depends on how you play it. Like I say, news of the network, news of the channel today. We'll start off with saying Michael Peterson's mom passed away this morning.
Yeah, I heard that.
Our condolences to Mike and his family. He's still undecided about when he's heading to Long Island, but he's got to go from Texas all the way to Long Island. And right now the weather.
Send an email to him.
Yeah, and then Harris Jessup does not have COVID, but he is going. He's feeling worse and worse by the day. 3 days in a row, he's feeling worse and worse. Harris, keep drinking the juice, keep drinking the water. If you can, get something to stick on your stomach, but definitely try to walk a little bit. Try to. I know it's tough. We want to see you back on the channel before the new year, my friend. Last year, me and the wife had the COVID right here during Christmas time. Nothing's fun. Being sick sucks. So we want to see you back, Harris. Mike, we want to see you back on the channel, cheerful as ever. And we'll send our condolences out to you and your wife.
And don't forget to prayer for the ones that we are not with us anymore.
Yeah.
That used to be with us on this channel.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Those, and if anybody you have lost during the year, our prayers and condolences go out to you as well. Merry Christmas to all of you. Be safe. man, it's so cold out right now. The whole
Dale
United
Lonsdale.
States.
We have to remember
it's-
Dale Lonsdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do want to remember
My friend
Dale.
number 66.
Yeah, our friend that loves 66. That's right. And we got 40 states around here. 40 states in all the United States under freezing right now.
And remembering
Yeah,
Sean's
thanks to
mum.
the
as well.
Eagles organization for.
Do what?
Remembering Sean's mum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
Sean.
Sean.
I know I
You're
took the
right.
piss out of him, but
Oh yeah. So all you folks out there, have a Merry Christmas. We'll try to make it back here tomorrow. Word, Merry Christmas to you over across the pond.
Merry
Keith.
Christmas, Alan.
Merry Christmas to you,
And you
in
guys.
Louisiana. Tim, Merry Christmas to you out there in Cleveland, and all you folks right here that are in chat. Merry Christmas to you. We're going to try to catch you back again tomorrow. I may even have something to eat in front of me other than a piece of cake. But today was just kind of hit me hard, and I wanted to at least let you folks
Fields
know.
just ran for 7 yards or 6 or 7 yards.
Who's
hey
that?
guys, I'm
Fields.
Yeah.
He's well on his way to the
going to get
160.
off sometime in the.
Y'all have a good one. God bless. We'll
Right.
talk to you soon.
Cheers, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
everybody.